Is it the morning yet? I mean, not the morning. It is the morning. Is it the weekend yet? It's only Monday morning. I just got back from the gym. Feeling stronger again today. With my chest press with the dumbbells, I usually do 3 sets of 10 to 12 and I use 20-pound weights. But today I went up to 25-pound weights. I could only do 8 of them, but getting stronger, I think. Like I mentioned, I am going to hold off on my breakfast because I get too hungry later. So I'm gonna fill up my 1 gallon of water and go have a shower, drink some water, get ready to start my day. Good evening. I wasn't sure if I was going to make a video today, but I thought of an idea while I was having my bubble bath, so I thought, why not? So I wanted to talk about when I lost my close to 100 pounds. I was just thinking about the binder I made, and kind of how it helped me move forward and what I learned to do differently next time around, which is what I'm doing right now. So I posted this picture last week, but this is when I weighed 230 pounds. I had already lost 20 pounds, but I wasn't sure if it was something that I was going to continue, so I never really thought about really documenting the whole thing. But then once I lost 20 pounds, I was like, maybe this is something that I'm going to stick to this time. Here's a picture of my back. And I just can't believe this was me. Here's a picture of my side. And so I kind of forget why I went up to 250 pounds. I do deal with anxiety, which I still do, and I do turn to food. That is probably my vice, is food. And I used to hide and eat a lot of fast food and stuff in the car by myself, which I don't do anymore. I'm very open about my slip-ups. I don't eat fast food, but the one thing I do love is like animal crackers or just kind of snacky type things, Cheerios, stuff like that. I don't really do it that much anymore, but sometimes I do have the occasional slip-up. But yeah, I didn't exercise. I ate kind of whatever I wanted. I had no idea about nutrition. I never really learned how to cook until I was a bit older, so that didn't help at all. I kind of just knew nothing about anything. So rewind to about, it was, I have the year, December 2010. So that was a while ago. I kind of just decided one day, I'm going to start eating better. I forget if somebody bought this for me. I don't even know if this is, no, isn't the first one, but I got this little weight loss tracker. I used to love The Biggest Loser. It was my favorite show. I was very eager to watch every episode. But I thought I'd share some of the things I used to eat while starting. And those are a couple things that I did do good the first time around when I lost my weight. I did exercise, which is amazing. But when I exercised, it wasn't balanced. I only did cardio. I'd go a couple times a day sometimes, which isn't balanced. And like, I didn't enjoy it. I would count down every second until the cardio was done. It wasn't sustainable. And I did no weightlifting whatsoever. I did start going with a friend, Amanda. She got me into working out, and I did do a little bit of weight training with her, but I wasn't very consistent with it, so I didn't really see results. Another thing that I did was track my food, which I find helps a lot. Yes, it is hard and inconvenient sometimes, but even with Weight Watchers, I track my food, and it kind of just helps me realize where I'm at, and I don't know, it helps me, and I don't think it drives me crazy or but Weight Watchers, you don't count calories, and I never have to be hungry, so that helps. Eat chicken, eat fruits, eat vegetables. There's always option, which is when you do MyFitnessPal and stuff, even though it is an amazing free app, I got a little bit too crazy with calorie counting and and all that stuff. So let's go back to, like I said, I'm not sure when I did this. I did have a couple of these journals that I used that I found very helpful. So this was August 25th, 2011. My weight was 189, so this wasn't my first one. I already had lost some weight. This wasn't a full day, but this one was. So August 29th, I weighed 191. So at 9 a.m. I had yogurt, bran, and blueberries. So kind of like a parfait. 300 calories. Lunch, it didn't say I ate anything. And then for supper at 5:30, 2 corn on the cob, a cucumber, and green pepper. That's not really a lot of food. And then snack 1, a fiber bar, and a bag of candy. And snack 2, rice cake with PB and honey. Even to this day, I love rice cakes with peanut butter or wow butter. Oh, here we go. October 18th. So yogurt, blueberries, and bran. I remember that was my staple. And also, I didn't drink a lot of water at the time. And let's just say it didn't, that much bran and not enough water. It wasn't my, yes, I think you guys get it. So for lunch, I had 2 rice cakes with peanut butter. And for dinner, 2 eggs and 2 slices of toast with butter. And then snack 1, bran, snack 2, bran. So as you can see, my diet wasn't very balanced, and it was very limited, the foods that I'd eat. And then I remember on weekends, I don't think I tracked in here, and I would wake up early to go to the store and run and get candy. So yes, I worked out, and I tracked, and I ate what I thought was healthier. But on the other hand, I worked out way too much and only did cardio, and I limited my food Monday through Friday, and I didn't eat a variety of food. And then on the weekends, I'd eat whatever I wanted, which isn't balanced at all. I remember sometimes on the weekend, I'd go up 10 pounds, which is crazy. And then I'd work so hard, doing so much cardio and limiting my food. It was just not okay. And I'd work so hard to get that 10 pounds off that I had gained over the weekend, which I know wasn't fat, but it could have very easily turned into like 50 or 60 pounds very quickly. So I did that from, when was it, 2010 to 2014. That is what I did. Restrict my eating, do lots of cardio, and then binge. And I was miserable. Yes, I had fun in life, and I did fun stuff, but I just remember laying in bed and just going to the bulk barn and getting bags of candy and just laying there and eating it, and it was just a miserable time, and you get so down on yourself. So down. But this was June 2012. I had just moved to Calgary. My weight was 168.2, and I'm in the same bikini. I looked really good, but it wasn't super sustainable. There's my back. Let's see if I have a side. Oh, two sides. I remember feeling very good about what I looked like and being excited to get my new clothes and stuff, which were smaller size. And I did keep that weight off for quite a number of years, but like I said, it wasn't sustainable. So 2015 Christmas Day, we moved back to Nova Scotia, and I wasn't working when I first moved back because we were living in Antigonish, which is impossible to find a job. It was just kind of like a weird situation when we moved back. My husband was working an hour and a half away from our house, and I wasn't working, and blah 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 blah. But that all worked itself out. But I was home, and I started eating. And then 2015, 2017, my weight fluctuated up and down, and I tried to exercise, but I didn't stick with it. Tried to eat better, but I didn't stick with it. Gave up sugar for a couple of years, and yada, 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 yada. And then I got up to 208 pounds, which I showed you in a video. And then I joined Weight Watchers, which is where I am now. And maybe I'll do a video on my Weight Watchers too. But in my binder, I had my goals. So my goal is to lose 20 pounds. So to be 150 or 155, 25% body fat, jeans a size 5. Tone arms, strength back, start weights in April, which I never did start. Work out 4 to 5 days a week, no eating after 6 p.m., eat no more than 1,500 calories a day, which is bull crap. I eat 2,000 or over now and work out, and I'm not as small as I was, but I'm also older, and I'm not as crazy mentally like I was. But yeah, I wrote my goals down, and then this is so cool, my measurements. It's so cool just to have this stuff and look back on it, and just see how far you have come and know that it can be done, and you can do it. And now with Weight Watchers, I know I can do it in a healthy way and not like I did it here. But yeah, so my weight, October 2010, that's crazy, 246.4 pounds. My hips were 47.4, my waist was a 43.2, and my chest was a 46.7. I'd actually like to do my measurements now and compare them to my lowest here. Let's see. So the lowest was February 2013. My chest and back was 38. My waist was a 33, which I think my waist is smaller now. My hips were 40, and my weight was 167.8. And I have a smiley face there. Oh, this is just so fun to look back on. It also shows my weight progress. So my goal weight was 150 pounds. My current weight, 240.8. Already lost 10 pounds. So yeah, it just has my weight. Yeah. So cool. It's just neat to have this tangible stuff and look back on. A little journal I had, and I'll keep this forever because it's just so neat to look back on and just remember that it's possible. I also dug up some old pictures, and I wasn't sure what they were of, but here's a picture of Sam and I when we lived in Calgary. Look how young we look. And I think honestly that's the most important thing to remember is yes, weight loss is important, especially for your health and all of that good stuff, but it's like I don't know what I was thinking in this picture, but I guarantee you this day I probably thought about my weight at least 15 times and just what I was going to eat and getting anxiety about where we were going to eat that day because our friends had came to visit us in Calgary and yeah, there's my friend Carlotta that came to visit. And it's just, you need to be happy. You need to find something that is maintainable and you can still have fun and not be so obsessed with weight and just live your life. I don't know what other pictures I have here. Oh, this was a very long time ago. This is when I lived in Vancouver. Oh, here's Rumor when she was just like a little puppy. Just look how chubby this little girl was. So cute. These are so fun. So I don't know what these pictures are, but I thought that I may find a couple neat ones. This is when Sam and I came home to get married. So young. That was 7 years ago. And this was probably my lowest weight. I ate a lot of bran cereal at this time. I was binging on bran cereal. Who does that? But that's me with my mom. How cute is she? Just a cute picture of my mom. And there's me with my grandmother, my little sister, me and my mom. But yeah, those are just a couple pictures I thought I'd show. So yeah, that was how I lost my 100 pounds and what should be done differently. And I don't wish that I could go back and change it because it was I learned a lot during that time in my life, and it allowed me to know that I can do it and what needs to be different if I was to do it again, which I just did. And it also I think that in between period of me losing all that weight and then gaining some of it back, but not all of it, which is good, but gaining some of it back, my body I think needed that food and needed to kind of cycle again to get me where I am now. And although I was very down when I gained that weight, because for anyone that's ever lost a large amount of weight, when you gain weight, it's really plays with your mind and you do not feel good about yourself at all. You don't want to see people, you don't want to, yeah, it's just not fun for anyone who's done that, you know. But I kind of forget what I was talking about now. But I would recommend Weight Watchers to anyone. I would recommend lifting weights or finding something that you love doing that gets your body moving. Eat food. Eat healthy food. If you eat the healthy food and eat your meals, you're not going to want that bad food. And if you do eat it, you're not going to eat as much. Even last week when I was having my funk, I still ate my meals. And then I'd eat an ice cream or something on top of it. But before, I would literally wake up and eat just crap all day. I wouldn't have any meals because I was like, I ate my meals all week. I do not want to eat healthy meals. I just want to eat crap. But the biggest thing is getting balanced, being happy in the journey, because even once you lose the weight, it doesn't stop there. Maintaining is probably even more challenging than losing the weight. But I find you don't really need to change your calories. Like, I eat 2,000, and if I was to try to lose weight, I wouldn't drop it by much, maybe 100, 150 calories. But I would just try to build more muscle. And then the more muscle you build, the more calories you're going to burn. So that's actually, I think, the healthier way to do it is by not dropping your calories. Because even last week when I tried to, like, I don't know what I was trying to do, but I shouldn't have. When I get into the mindset of eating and thinking about my food way more than I need to, I don't want to do that. So honestly, if I just stay this weight, I'm going to be happy. I think everyone would love to lose 10 pounds, but is it worth damaging all the stuff and progress that you've made? I don't think. So work out. Fall in love with the process. Eat. Be happy. Have fun with your friends. Have fun with your family. Fun with your children. Have fun with your animals. Enjoy life. But that's about all that I'm going to talk about and bore you guys with tonight. If you have any questions, please ask me. I don't know if this is going to be a helpful video for anyone, but my biggest advice is don't go on starvation diets. They don't work. They may work for a couple weeks or a month, or even a year, 2 years, 3 years. They do work. But eat, work out, drink water. That's all the advice that I can give you.